All right, y'all. Bam back here. We're for part two of the Bundy tapes. Let me get it going.
Yeah. Well, she's up in the mountains. Well, excuse me. Up in the Cascades. Yeah. I mean, that night is like some kind of dream, you know, very blurry, very nightmarish, and I have trouble piecing it together. But it's going to take me a while to work on that one.
Okay.
I'd had as I sometimes had, a bottle of wine in the car, and was just, among other things, extremely.
Just so I can
drunk.
get an idea about timing
Mm-hmm.
for the next 2 hours or hour.
Well, Bill, I could corroborate something on virtually every one of these. I mean, almost without a doubt on every one of these in one way or another. I mean, that's the I don't think anybody doubts that I've done some bad things. The question is what, of course, and how, and maybe even most importantly, why. And I'm not.
Well, most of the people that are coming here
I'm make no bones about it. I am looking for an opportunity to tell the story as best I can in the way that makes sense to me, and the way that'll help not just you or the families, but that's very important, but also to help my own family. You see, I saw the look in my stepson's eyes yesterday after he had been told for the first time that, you see, he's always believed in his heart. I mean, he always wanted to believe that I had never done anything like this. As hard as it may be for you to believe that, there are people who do believe that, and there are people close to me who believe that. And to see the look in his eyes confirmed my worst fears. See, he says, "Could you?" He was just absolutely astounded. He couldn't understand. And he was writing me questions, just furiously writing questions. I could see that that he was, how really bewildered he was. And I need to give him a chance to know, and others a chance to know what was really going on, what it was really like for me. Without a context, and I know you have a narrow focus. You have a narrow focus given your law enforcement and perspective, and that's important for what you do. It's important that those questions be answered. It's important for me that those questions be answered in context. For any number of reasons, but but perhaps the most important reason, for my own family, so that they understand it. But if they're only getting part of the story, they're only getting the worst stuff. You know what's going to happen if and when all this stuff goes public. If all we did was just hit the who's and the whens and the body count, it's just going to be bad enough as it is. I don't want to beat around the bush with you anymore. I'm just tired, and I just want to get back and go to sleep.
Okay.
So let me just tell you, I know that part of where it's buried up in there, but nothing identifiable. Probably just literally bones. The head, however, the skull, it wouldn't be there.
Where is it?
It's nowhere.
It's nowhere.
Well, I don't know. I'm not trying to be flippant. It's nowhere. It's in a category by itself. In that it was. No, I just assumed this was something that you just can't. I don't know. I don't see the headlines now, but.
Ted, there's not going to be any details. What you told me about Georgianne Hawkins isn't going to be known. I got parents out there that don't even want to know the details. But he wants to know, and I want to know for my own good.
Well, it was incinerated, and it was just an exception, a strange exception, but was incinerated.
Where'd you incinerate it? Come on, partner.
Wow.
These are things I don't know about you.
Yeah, this is probably the disposal method of preference among those who get away with it.
Yeah.
Because, gee, it's the most bizarre thing I've ever been associated with. I've been associated with bizarre shit.
Right. It's incinerated. Now,
It's incinerated.
tell me about it. What the hell happened?
Well, don't know the address of the place. I never want to tell this. I promise myself I'd never tell this because it would. I thought that of all the things I did to this woman, this is probably the one she was least likely to forgive me for. Poor Liz.
Mm-hmm.
In her fireplace.
Oh man.
It's really not that humorous, but
In her own fireplace.
Fireplace at that house.
Burned it all up.
Down to the last ash, and then in a fit of twist.
Yeah, that's a slight twist. Yeah.
It's a twist, and it's a lot of work, and certainly very risky. Circumstances. I mean, the kids come home from school and there's a roaring fire in the fireplace. And it's warm outside.
Did you ever keep anything in your refrigerator?
No.
No body parts in the refrigerator?
No, well, that was not something that I ever found any kind of body part things. Something.
Okay, before you mentioned you gave up the 8 before, and you gave me 3 more. And I don't know what 3 you're talking about. Can you help me a little bit with those?
All right. All right. Well, we will check back in and maybe do the full one. It's over an hour later. If y'all want to hear it, let me know. Leave a comment. Okay. That was a pretty rough one. I did not know he used a fireplace. Never knew that. All right. Thanks, y'all.